gave up and he became best friends with a rock or something. I think I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been a long time since I've read that book, so there's a few things I remember. So,
Yes,
but
yeah,
I
that
got
was
a
a
new
while
monitor,
ago.
Rob. I thought I would share with
Ooh,
you. Yeah, I
did you
would.
get a 55?
No, I didn't get a 55. I think
Oh,
it's a 30s, 32 or something like that.
hmm.
So,
55? A monitor, 55-inch monitor?
There are such
Man, what do
things.
you? I don't know. That's
Oh,
too big.
TVs.
That's too
you
big for
you
me.
get the ones that wrap around. You just everywhere you look, it's Dresden. So
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I
that
don't
way
know.
the French really feel like they're being surrounded.
So you got yourself a 32 inch?
Yeah, yeah, they had them on sale over at Sam's Club, so I got one, and so now I've
Sweet.
got two monitors. So now, if anybody actually writes something in the chat, I can actually see it. In which
That's
case,
great.
then I can actually respond more rapidly than waiting endless hours.
Once you have two monitors, you can never go back.
That's what I've
Hmm.
heard. So yeah, Laura really she had two monitors during all the sort of Zoom education, and
Mm.
so that saved her because she could have lessons up on one side and other stuff going elsewhere. So um, I can see where the advantage is. So, but I've had a few technical issues too. I was trying to play a game and the sound wasn't working and all that jazz. So, and I think it's all good now. So,
Oh, good.
all right. Well, gentlemen, we were in the middle part of the 320 turn. The French, I think, had drawn their chit, and that was it as far as
That
chits
was
go.
it.
Put the chip back in the cup so we can go again.
There we go. Yeah, we could pretend.
Mm.
We could pretend. Just
They
like,
might
oh,
forget.
it's
They're
true.
not gonna.
It's
We're not
true.
gonna go for that.
I didn't think we could pull one over on you,
Mm.
Albert.
No, I don't think so. It's not gonna work.
Not too easily.
Not today.
Not too
Not today.
easily. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we can then pick up where we left off. So, let's go back up to the cup. I think we drew the French chit, so I'm going to
Yeah, I
presume
did.
it's yeah. So it's one of your guys' opportunity to pull the
Okay.
chit for the.
All right. Who's gonna go? David, you
I
want to
can
do it, or
do
you want
that.
me to?
Sure,
Okay.
I'll do it. There we go.
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go.
Oh, surprise.
Yep, the odds
Surprise,
were
surprise, surprise.
there.
Kind of there. It's
Yeah.
slightly.
Well, what I should have done is before you guys joined the game, gone through, pulled out all the Austrian chits, so that there was nothing but all the others, and we just go, oh, what a surprise! I guess you guys, it's like Passover. You
It's
guys
got to
missed
be
it.
the last counter that we're going to
Yeah, somewhere in there, somewhere. All right. So it's your guys' turn. Any charges?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Albert's got some charges, so we got to go over to Albert's side of the map. And what are you going to charge?
get.
Okay. I see unit markers. Okay. Allied charges. Charge with that guy.
Not a surprise. Good old
And then
Schnellner.
those two guys. Okay.
Okay, you just really want to destroy that Lancer unit.
Oh yes, I know how much you love Lancer units. So, and these are Vistula. There's a famous Vistula
Yeah, yeah, there's, yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
so
there's
just
still,
to, we know
still
how
that
much
half of an increment to destroy.
how painful it will be for you to see them
I
die.
I will definitely cry. Although when I was chatting with Ed Wimble last week, he was commenting, Albert, on your you are, how would you say that you're just grinding up your own cavalry in the process. He's like, does Albert not realize there's a battle the next day? I'm like, Ed,
Oh,
when we're
Ed,
done with this
Ed.
scenario, we're not playing the second day.
Yeah, no, Ed. I'm grinding it up.
That's right.
I'm grinding it up to achieve a victory today and go.
There you go.
move on
Yeah,
to
this
fight
is
tomorrow.
really for you. This is all about revenge for Moscow. So
Yes,
all
it's
those, all those, all those
all those
lancers.
Polish lancers
Yeah.
that we had to deal with. Yeah, and especially this is for Paul.
Oh
This
yes,
is
for
for Paul.
Paul. Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and execute your
And,
charge then?
okay, so we'll go. Okay, let's see. One, two.
I will try to countercharge you.
Oh, you're gonna countercharge me.
Well,
Okay.
why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing better to do. Hey, I did. So I'll move forward one hex.
Okay. Guess I'll move forward one hex.
And I'll move forward one hex, and voila.
Okay. Okay, and then this is real simple right here. I have to come right there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So,
It's really simple. It is. I don't have a whole lot left with that poor little unit.
let's see. I've got to figure out what mine is.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got enough to make it
Got 6 there.
problematic.
Yeah. Got 6 here. So 6/13ths. 6/14ths, I mean. I'm going to get my handy dandy
Yes.
calculator up.
Oh, okay. He's kind. Okay, guys, I've got to go help somebody out real quick. So if you could, Robert, just handle the stuff, or somebody. It's really simple. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I got first I've got to figure out okay, I got 6/14ths divided by 14. Okay, there 42% times 42.
So we've got 14 divided by
So I've got 18 in the yellow unit and the hussar unit. I've got 18 there, and let's see what I've got in the other one. 3/4 of the other one. So I can do that one easier.
And
then
the I've
it's,
got
35 times 75%. 35 times point. And that's 26.25. So altogether I would have plus 18. I'll have 44.25.
Okay, I've got 14.
14?
14.
So that's a 3-to-1.
3-to-1.
Somebody got the chart available?
Yep, I got it there. 3-to-1.
Okay, here we go with the roll.
All right. Ooh,
Oh.
13.
Oh.
Ooh. So that's a blank result.
Okay, blank result. Well, that's a bounce. That's a bounce. We each lose 1 and we
And then
retreat.
And we're exhausted.
We retreat. We're both. No, you're.
Don't retreat. That's you.
Yeah, you countercharge. So you're only tired. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
It's okay. It says each side takes 1 loss and checks morale. Defending units in general order don't check. And both sides pass, recalculate, and refight.
We fight.
Yep.
I thought we retreated. When we bounce, we retreat.
Retreat.
Cavalry bounce on a blank result. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do bounce, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
At
16.
the bottom it says cavalry bounces on a blank.
Okay, I'm going to take my loss on the yellow guy.
Okay.
1, and we retreat 1/3 of our movement, I believe.
It's 1/3. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be. 14, so 4.
And then bubble.
Oops. Them here. And they are tired. And that's it.
Then after completing its path of retreat, the cavalry checks morale.
Both sides?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is cavalry also have the -6 for being half dead?
I believe that.
No, they don't. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. Let's look because I'm not the rules expert usually.
No, we need to hire lawyers. I know.
Bar.
Morale check. Let's see. Here we go. Morale checks.
David, you didn't want to do any cavalry charges?
You don't really have anything over there yet that can charge.
Maybe it's on the charts. When to check morale, the modifiers. Oh, that's in a single combat event if you lose 50%.
Well, that's it. Different. Yeah, that's one modifier. But there's also if you're at only have strength, there's so maybe just infantry.
Okay, well, then I haven't checked morale, so let me check my morale. I'll check for the 12-15 unit first. 35, I think they're going to be okay. Yes, they're fine. Yeah, these guys could have more of a problem, the other guys. 44, I think they're good too. All right, so I think both my guys just roll. Did you roll yet?
No, I'll roll here. They're
roll.
They're 15, so they're good unless they're
they pass
15, unless it's a -6.
Okay, you need to keep an eye on the puppy. Thank you.
Well, here's the.
All right.
Hey, rules guy.
Hello, gentlemen.
Is cavalry the same as infantry? If they lose 50%, they have a -6?
No.
They're special. Okay.
They are special.
Okay. So
we just had a bounce result?
Yeah.
Albert rolled a 13, yeah.
Oh, how lovely.
Well, it was a 1 and 1.
So
It's like
you
trading-
should
it's
have
like trading
moved him
pawns.
back further, right? He would have moved back a third. Oh, actually,
Third?
he was here, right? So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay. No, that's probably okay where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exciting.
So that unit's death is slow.
Yes. Well, that's
Needless
okay.
to say.
They are serving the emperor.
Gives me something to do next time.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Exactly. What else are you
Look
going
at
to
the
do?
white side.
All right. Did you
Yeah.
have any other charges? I guess not. I guess we can go to time movements. So, how do we want to handle this?
Let's just break off and do it like we've been doing it.
Okay. So, Albert, why don't you and I go down to game room 1, and we can kind of do things on your side and David can handle stuff with the Russians and Prussians, and then we can meet back up to handle David's command in the south.
Okay.
Sound like a deal?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right. Well, Albert, where do you want to start?
Okay.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
I'm going to start up here with the number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, oops. Okay, he's 3. So he's going to go over here. Let's see if we can. I can't. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay.
So I don't think this 10-5 could move there, Albert, because I'm in skirmish order. It would cost him 5 just to move into that hex, but then the rubble wall is another 2. That would cost him 7
Yeah,
to move into that hex.
I thought you could always move 1 hex.
Well, as fond as I am of the concept, if you don't have the movement, you don't have the movement. So because I'm in skirmish order, you'd need to move. You could move him into this hex, and then next turn you could move him into that hex, because then it would only cost 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you can always move 1 hex, Eric. I mean, I'm not positive that's a rule, but I'll bow to your. I'll bow to you.
Well, I don't think it's going to make a big difference anyway. You've got enough stuff there. I'm halved because I'm in skirmish mode, so
it depends on whether I can pass my checks or not.
Oh,
which is not always very easy.
Well, that is an Austrian problem.
Okay.
That is obviously a failure of leadership at the higher levels of the empire.
That's why you can never have too many guys going in.
That's true.
Let's see, okay. All right, so that's what's his name here? These guys are out of command. Okay, there's 2 people there. So that is number 1 finished. Now number 2 is all these pretty much all the rest of the white guys down to. I'll point them out as we go along. Okay, now.
So pick then a.
So this guy, he's out of it. Took him 2 to go to bring up his road order people, and then he changed formation. So 2 of his 5 are gone, and then he will move into this hex right here.
So I've got a question for you, Albert. How can they be in command when their commander is not in command?
He was on a road column guy.
Okay.
Just eliminated.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, why is he sitting all on his lonesome? Okay, cool. Yeah. No, he's fine.
Okay. This guy here, who is not displaced, will move into there. Okay. I'll move these guys around.
So this guy can't move. He's out of command. All of
why is he out of command?
So where is he tracing command from? He can't chase command this way because that's a different unit.
Oh yeah, I think your guy has. I think your guy has effectively broken my command.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Has, I guess, broken the command chain.
Right.
1, 2. Well, let's see. I can't go through that guy either. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, those guys are just temporarily out of command.
Those three are in the same place then.
Yeah.
They just sit there where they are. Let's see. Now, this guy is going to go there. Okay, so I'll bring. I don't think there's a wall there. So 1, 2, 3.
Well, it costs 2 to move into the town hexes. So where was he at?
Okay.
Was he in the redoubt? Or
starts right here.
Okay. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And he will. We'll try to assault here.
Now he can't assault because he doesn't have enough movement points to occupy the hex that he's assaulting. So, because I think it costs 2 to move into the cultivated. I think that guy's cultivated. Yeah, cultivated.
All right. This guy is in command, so he's going to move along with this guy, I think. Yeah. Oh, let's see. 1, 2. Weisenwolf. Okay, Weisenwolf. Where are you going to go, Weisenwolf? Let's see. All right, Weisenwolf. Weisenwolf will. I don't want to put him on that guy, so I think I'll put him on.
Data analysis shows too many variables. Data analysis shows too many variables.
Okay, this dude will move here, and he does have enough to assault there.
Sure.
Let's see, the 11.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
And then move here. 2, 3. All right, so now back here. Okay, he's out of command. Okay, out of command. This guy. I kind of like that position. You could say Guylao's out of command, but I don't think he is. I better keep him back here. I don't know how far Schwarzenberg is away. Okay. command. He's a 2. Okay, the 4's here. Okay, this.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
Okay.
Data analysis shows too many variables. Data analysis shows too many variables. Data analysis shows too many variables.
Got all kinds of excitement out here.
Hi. Are you excited, Eric?
I am excited.
Okay, this guy is, I can't tell whether he's in the 2nd division or the, can't tell, but I'm pretty much out of guys that are in command anyway. So I think that's about it. Let's see, I thought he's out of command. But why is he out of command? This foot battery I'm looking at here.
Which one?
This one up here. We got the.
He is with the 3R. So where was your leader previously?
Oh, okay. The leader was more than 3 away. That was recent.
Yeah. Plus,
and now he is in.
Plus these guys, then yeah. So now he would be in command, but
he doesn't get to move.
He doesn't get to move though. But for next turn, he'll be in command.
Oops. But now command on. How do you get rid of that delay? Oh, I see.
It's a label, yeah. So you just right-click on it, and then you go to remove OCC.
Where does this say change label? There it is.
Well, no, not label. It's OOC label. So there's, if you go to unit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
because there's something there for labels as well, but those are different. Those are like informational labels. So,
okay,
all right, cool. And that takes care of it for you.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. We can go and find out what. We can go find out what everybody else is up to.
All right.
Let's see how it goes with Robert and David. Hi, guys.
Hey.
What's up with you?
So.
Who knows?
Who knows? It's terribly exciting.
David's attacking up in the north with the Russians.
Oh, okay.
Rearrange them a bit. And now we're dealing with the all exciting Prussians, whether they are blue stripes or green stripes.
So, yes.
Or whether we really care.
Yeah, the blue stripe ones, there's some that are out. So a bunch of these are out of command. Because there's green stripes that interfere with them.
Yeah, we kind of noted that.
Yeah.
It's just.
But so it's only like a handful of little units up there that were near Zython that can do anything. Everybody else was kind of.
What, they have to be within 3?
Yes, but if other units have come between them, then they're out of luck. So, and I can tell that David has been playing Bar because he's got his units in line there.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
If you're OCD, then bar's the game for you.
Yeah, but that's kind of the feeling I get. So
Disordered, they move half.
if they are disordered,
Oh, they can move their full.
yeah, they would move half. Yeah, they
Okay.
melee and fire and move at half. But he's a green guy, so he can't move. He's not.
I thought he was a blue.
No.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, he is.
Yeah, now you know the frustration because the belt color, you know, they could have done something different to have labeled these slightly different. They maybe
So if
put
you really
some
had
color.
the game, you could use some little, some hot pink nail polish.
Mm.
Dot on it.
I think everybody's moved here, and
All right, so David, did you want to do your movement down by the southern approaches to the town? Or do you have anybody who's part of a moo down there?
where are you talking about?
We're talking down where your Austrians are. So Albert's moved his Austrians.
I've got two there also. I got two moves there.
Okay, so why don't you
go ahead and move those, and then we can resolve the.
Yeah, we'll do all the fire and combat and all that good stuff.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. So
Non-stop.
One's an easy
David.
one. Yeah, one's an easy one here. Okay. So number 4 down here by Rocknitz.
Okay.
And all right, so move number 3 is Hamburg.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has both.
So it looks like it's the guys that are number 1 Colorado and number 2, right? Which is Bianchi.
All right. Bianchi's on a unit his Colorado's unit.
Yeah.
In his corps, not in Colorado, or his division, not in whatever. Okay. Let's see.
I'll be back, gentlemen.
Okay. So which division are you moving first? All right, so those guys.
I'm moving the. Well, let's see. Well, it really doesn't matter because the rest of this, only half of this division is in command right at the moment because of intervening thing. But I'm doing the first division first here.
Okay.
This guy first. So let's go assault. So I have to pick the hex, right? Oops, where's my, there's my salt marker. So let's,
How about those other two guys, David? Like right here.
I haven't figured out with them yet.
Okay.
So those guys are all in Battalion and Moss.
Yes.
Nice.
So remember with
So this one and this one. Here, Italian mass. One, two. And so
which hex is he assaulting?
yeah, I gotta. All right, let's. Might as well try two of them, right?
Okay.
And let's see. And this one here, and he won't.
Data analysis shows
He
too
won't
many
be able to
variables.
assault because he doesn't have enough movement, right? He can make it into there, but he can't assault, right?
Where did he start?
Data analysis shows too
Right
many
here.
variables.
No. Where did this other guy start? Because remember, it costs +2 to go. So they'd all have to be within 1 hex of the wall. So this guy was right here. So it's 1 and then would be 3, 4 to go into that hex. Where did this guy start?
He started on top of him.
Yeah, so he doesn't have enough movement to do the assault. He can move adjacent, but
All right. Well then, what do I got here? Where'd that come from?
A 6? No.
He's got his. He was that. He was had 5 left. Yeah. And he had. Yeah. That's. I don't know where that 6 came from. All right. So if that's the case, this is going to only move that far, and this is only going to move that far. And is it back here? No. I think I.
Everybody
hit
else has
something,
got
but- Yeah, everybody's got their.
everybody else has got losses already. So at that, I don't know. Okay.
All right. assault because it's only one to get into that hex.
Correct. Any of those are out in the clear, so he's got enough movement.
Assaults along the line here, so
David, are you going to assault that bastion further to the left that I talked about?
Which one?
Over here.
There? Sure, why not?
He does have
So
one of those
you'd have to. You're gonna.
Chevaux de Frise. I don't know exactly what that does.
Yeah, you'd have a -6 for it being an attack from an adjacent hex, and then a -6 for attacking across the rubble wall. So you'd have a -12 on your morale check. So
I'm kind of thinking maybe just shoot him up,
All right, then I'm going to take that battery hopefully, and I'll take him from the rear.
And if this guy wants to join this assault, he has to do a morale check to start.
with yeah, he'd have a -6 for it being adjacent.
-6 for it being adjacent?
Right. So normally, if you move in from one hex out and then you move forward, it's just whatever it is. But if it's what they call a roll to close, when it's close like that. So then you just have a minus. You make your morale check with a -6.
You don't have the same impetus that you would have
Correct.
even from further out.
Close procedure. The unit checks morale. But it just says it. Where does it say the -6?
If you look down at the lower part of the paragraph, units that roll to close do so with a -6 morale modifier. This is in addition to any other modifiers that may apply. It's 12.1.1.
Yep, got it. I found it.
Yeah.
So I'd have to have a 35 or higher. It's not even a 50% chance. Okay. So I'll just do what firing I can from there. These things, I think. And I don't think there's anybody else that's eligible to move.
All right, very exciting. Um, so, uh, just a FYI. So over here, over on Robert's side, so that line unit, so if they're attacking these skirmishers, the skirmishers, they can fire. You guys can fire. They can retreat before combat. If they're going to advance into those hexes, they'd have to make a morale check. So that's the if your assaulting units pass their morale check, then they could assault. But now this guy should be making a roll to close first.
They can't retreat before combat into the 8-7 because they break stacking rules.
No, but skirmishers can move over formed units, and formed units can move over skirmishers. So that's the joy of being in skirmish. That's the advantage of being in skirmish.
Right.
Right. All right. So I will roll for that. The roll to close.
Yep. So he'll have a -6.
Right. So
don't we do defense?
We don't do that. We don't do that now, though.
Oh.
I thought you did it now, but maybe not.
No, assault phase is after offensive and defensive fire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. No worries then.
Have you forgotten that, Eric?
It's different from everybody, and plus I'm learning 2 new rule sets for 2 new games.
Oh, I see. So you've suddenly lost your.
Well, or I will get a message from Ed saying that I was correct, but
no. Well, I know.
Or I'll get a message from Ed saying I was incorrect.
Ed can you should have Ed text us live during the game.
He actually it's late in Pennsylvania, so he can't
that's true. It's 3 hours difference.
Now they actually have it under the movement rules.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was. In declaring the assault, it's part of movement. However, units that begin their movement adjacent wish to assault, thus they do not have room to move. At least 1 hex may do so, but must roll to close. Procedure: the unit checks morale. If it passes the check, and the opposing unit will be the target of the assault, are marked with the assault marker, ending movement for the unit. Units that fail this order and retreat half their movement away. Units that successfully roll to close in this manner do not make a pre-melee morale check in the melee phase of the assault. Yeah, so I was correct.
You're right. You're right. Actually,
where is that rule, Eric?
That's 12.1.1.
I'm over in assaults.
Yeah, no, it's over in the rolling to the close section. It's under movement.
Section. So yes, Eric was right.
Yay! I'm not as old as I look.
And even with the -6, I think I'm quite good.
Yeah, because that's a 31, so those guys should pass. So then you should be able to flip this over the unit. I don't know. Do they have a marker that says roll to close? Unit markers.
There is one that does say roll to close.
Yep, roll to close. Yeah, so you would put that on. Now we know that guy has passed. So your unit doesn't need to make a pre-melee morale check. He has successfully passed his pre-melee morale check. All right, did we have any others that were short jabs like that?
Nope, the other one there was...
Oh, we do, over here, where Albert was assaulting my skirmishers.
Yeah, I have that one. That guy did not move.
Yeah.
So he has to roll to close with a -6, right?
Well, and he's attacking across the rubble wall, so he'll also have another -6 for that. So he'll have a -12 altogether.
Okay. All right, so we'll now roll for that.
So that's going to be an 11. They are going to disorder. So that's Mesco and his merry band of friends.
Half their movement. Go back. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Where's I'll get the disorder. Okay. All right.
Right. And did we have anybody else?
Let's see.
Was this guy
this
here
guy moved.
adjacent?
Yeah, that guy might be adjacent.
Yeah. So you'd
Try
roll
him.
for him with a -12, I guess, as well. Oh, 14. He's not going to go in, so he's going to
He's not
disorder.
going to go. We'll go back here. Well, the guys didn't want to go. They didn't want to go. All right, so
Yeah, and I know these other people all moved in from at least one
other
hex
people all
out.
moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
So now, you didn't have any
Wait a minute,
other
something
assaults
happened
with
here.
the Prussians.
Did
so
you
it's
move this
just
guy?
with that. So now it's
That
just
guy was-
fire phase, right?
Oh, wait a
Did I
minute.
not-
That-
oh,
Oh, wait a minute. I moved the wrong guy there. That guy is good. This guy up here is the one that comes back.
Oh, okay.
So that one is still good.
Okay.
I did want to assault with the Prussian ones in there too.
Then you
Okay.
need to mark them.
Down, yeah. And this one
Okay. But those guys started.
started, yeah.
Yeah, they started
back.
at least a hex away, so we don't have the
Yep.
same issue with them. All right. So what you and Rob probably want to do is go into your, go down to game room 1. Albert and I will start our fire stuff, and
We'll
then
start on our end,
assaults, and
meet
then
in the
we'll
middle.
catch up with you. Yeah, we'll meet in the middle. So, all right, Albert, let's do our fire, shall we?
Okay.
So, let's start over here in Friedrichstadt. I've got my poor little skirmish cavalry. He can attack this guy and this guy. So 1 to 3, 1 to 3. So for the first one and the second one, nope. All right, you can fire back at me.
All right, I'll start. I guess I'll start on that guy. So he's got 6, and then we've got, I believe, 9 there. Yep.
Okay.
9.
So
there.
you've got
Choose too many variables.
15
Probably a
to
1 to
what?
1.
What are you? 1 to 1.
I'm thinking it's probably close to that.
And
Cavalry
I rolled
and
a
skirmish.
fabulous 16, so that's
No,
nothing.
we don't even need to bother.
Okay, now I'm going to go up here. You want to roll this for this guy? You want to fire him?
Yeah. So it's going to be a 15 to 14, so it's a 1-to-1 shot on him. And that's a miss.
Okay, I'll fire. That's a 9, a 9, and a 9. 27 to...
27
clear hex.
to 14.
So 1.5 to 1?
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's a miss.
What's going on here? Okay.
All right.
Now-
Let's see. Is this guy in 2 hexes or 1 hex?
He's in 2 X's because he's 4.
Okay. So do we need... which way is he facing?
Well, he should be facing... let's see. Move him around.
No, that's my guy you just moved.
Moved your guy? Oh.
Yeah. This guy here, I'm curious which way he's facing. Okay, he's facing that way. Okay. All right, so I can
Well-
shoot.
Yeah.
I've got...
Well-
I've got 2.5. So I've got 7 to 14. 1 to 2 there from this trillier to there. Nope, that's a miss. And then these guys are worth 10. 10 to 6. 1.5 to 1. And that's going to be a hit. At
Okay.
1.5 to 1 to 46 is a hit. And that's their first
we'll
hit.
remember.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to fire back with these guys.
They're
who
worth
are
5.
5, and those guys who are 2 times
So that's going to
6,
be
11.
6. Yeah, so 11,
11
and
to
you're
6.
filing down. So, yeah, so it's a 1.5 to 1. And that's a miss. Okay, so make a morale check for your chap.
33.
No, that was your roll for your fire.
No, no, I was saying 30.
Oh, yeah.
Morale is 33.
Yeah. 52.
Okay.
Okay, so he passed that. All right. Now, I've got this guy can fire half of his stuff there. So he's, how many increments? He's got 3 increments, so he's going to have 9 to fire defense, probably skirmish in the town, 16, 9 to 16. So 1 to 2 shot there. And that is a miss.
Okay. Okay, what about this guy?
Well, I'll have him fire on this guy here, I guess. So he's got 8, and fire defense in general order in the town is 14, so 1 to 2. And that's a miss.
Okay, I've got these skirmishers and these skirmishers. Well, let's see, wait a minute. These guys are, they are 9.
Okay.
And then I've got these guys who are probably 6 or something like that. Let's see.
5.
They're 5.
So you got 14. I think
9,
this guy's only
14,
got 1 increment left.
And I need to get up to, what are you?
So you'd have 17. You'd have a 1 to 1.
Well, what is your defense?
The fire defense is 14, so 17 to 14 is a 1 to 1.
I'm only going to use the 2 up here.
Oh, okay.
14.
Okay.
Okay, to get the 1 to 1.
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, that's a hit. Okay. Oh, I got to make a morale check. Oh, I passed.
Okay. All right, and then this one guy here, 3 plus another 8 here on the artillery battery.
So I've got a defense of 18.
So that's only going to be 8 to 18.
Yeah, so it's a
long shot. There we go.
1 to 2.5.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay, now let me fire back at you. So this guy's going to take a shot here. So that's 16 to 6. So that's 2.5 to 1. Shifted to 3 to 1. 23 at 3 to 1 is a hit.
Okay.
So that's their second hit.
Okay. All right. And then down, I missed that one. So let's see. Then down here we've got this guy is, I've got to correct his spacing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we fire these 2 guys who are both 5s probably.
Yes, you'll have 10 to
10
18.
to whatever.
Yeah. Nope.
26.
All right. What shall I do? Let me fire. I will combine. So I'll have these guys and these guys fire on this guy here. So that's going to be 18 to 6. That's going to be 3 to 1 shifted to 4 to 1 for canister. 32 at 4 to 1 is a single hit, and that's their first hit. And a morale check for them. And they are going to disorder in all likelihood.
Oh boy. Yep, they disordered. Okay, so shoot. Hard to be successful with these damned Austrians.
Yeah, they are less than brilliant in that regard.
All right, so they're going to be disordered right there. Right. Okay. And
All
think
right.
that's it for me.
And that's it for you, yeah. So, do we want to do the assaults while we're in the neighborhood?
Yeah, we might as well wrap those up.
Yeah. So let's start up here with units that you're attacking my skirmisher. So I'm in general order, so I don't have to make a morale check. I can't retreat because I've got enemy ZOCs around me. So you just have to make your morale check.
Okay. So let's see. Am I?
24, right?
24.
It's not bad, actually.
Okay.
So 54.
4.
Okay. All right. So let me do my... You've just calculated your odds. Yours are easy. I don't think you've taken any losses, have you?
No.
And I've lost about half. So I've got 15. Halved is going to be, I will say, so say I've got 4 points there. So I've got 4 and you've got 14. So you're going to have 3 to 1 on the assault table.
There we go. 41.
41 at 3 to 1 is a DD. So I am going to disorder. So I'm going to, give me a second here. I gotta flip him over, mark him as disordered. He's going to lose an increment for the disorder, and he consolidates into this hex here. Right. So I can, I wonder if I can, oh, I don't disorder, I rout because I'm cavalry. I'm like, how orderly of me to be disordered. I rout. So I can actually rout over the Weissritz.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I can.
You can't go over that thing.
I can't do it during normal movement, but during route movement, I can route over it.
That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean,
why?
The thing is,
so how
well,
exactly is it supposed to make sense?
I don't. Well, a lot of things don't make sense, but why would you be able to route over something if you can't do it as a formed unit?
Because you're not formed. That's why. So there's a difference between being formed and being unformed. Just a big mass of guys running away. So here it is. It's on the back side of the movement chart. These hexes may only be crossed on the 26th and are otherwise prohibited except at bridges. On the 26th, the unit not in skirmish order must pay its full movement cost for making a voluntary crossing. That is, it must begin and end its crossing turn adjacent. Artillery may not cross except at bridges. Infantry that attempt this on the 27th will serve. Cavalry units may involuntarily cross the Weissritz at the cost of 3 movement points, but they are forced to this attempt on the 27th. They'll surrender instead. So it cost me 3 movement points to go across here, right, into this hex, and then I can continue to retreat through. So that's skirmish, so I can end up over here, routed.
Okay.
And your guy can then advance into the vacated hex.
All right. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So let's see. With this, I don't think you're going to route, but I mean you're going to disorder. But let's see what happens with your.
So this one here.
Guys, you went through.
No, because there's skirmish. So routed,
Oh,
disordered
skirmish
units
pass,
can move
okay.
through skirmish. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to this one.
All right. So now we're down here. All right. So let's see. I don't even know what my. I've got a 11. So I'm not affected by the odds. You've got what, 9 increments or 8 increments? How much is attacking me?
Wait a minute. Hold on. 8 divided by 9. 8 increments.
You've got 8 increments, and I have 2. So that gives you a. So I still have to make a morale check. If I roll, well, there's no way I can fail, because even if I roll an 11, I will still pass. So you would need to make a morale check. You've got 4 to 1, so you'll have a +9 on the roll, but you did take a loss due to combat fire. So you'll have.
No, wait a minute. I already did my morale check.
What are you talking about? We're talking about this guy here that's attacking the guard, right?
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking of these others we were doing.
No.
Okay.
So he's. So he will have just a +6. All the total is just make a morale check. He's got a +6 on his roll. 31. So he's going to pass. So, all right. So now you do your odds, and I do my odds.
Okay.
All right. So I've got 7.
I have 12.44.
So you've got
I
1.5 to 1.
1.5 to 1. Okay, here we go.
So there's no pluses, no minuses. 65. That is going to be a DD. So that will be a disorder, and they will lose another increment. And they will then move back 1. Let's see. They could go this way. 1, 2. They could end up over here. Okay, and you could advance into that hex.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. All right. Now we've got the assault on the guns. The guns don't need to make a morale check because they are in general order. You will need to make a morale check. You'll have a -3 for getting hit and a -6 for attacking across the rebel wall. So you've got a -9 on your morale check. So 54. So that should pass.
Okay. Now, they didn't count the odds in there at all?
No, they passed. I mean, you rolled a 54, Albert, even with a -9.
Right, but okay.
I mean, I don't know what the odds are. You had what, 9 increments to my 2, so you would have had a 4 to 1. So you would have had a +9, -9. I mean, but a 54 is good no matter how you slice it.
Right. Okay, let's see what our got here. 16, and we've lost 2. Okay, so we've got 9 11s. Okay, 9 divided by 11 times 16. Okay, I have 13.
Okay, and I have 4. So that's a 3 to 1 odds.
Actually, you have 4. Yeah, 3 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 65.
So that is going to see them moved off to the battery box.
Oops, I think I took the wrong guy off. Took the wrong. Okay, there we go. All right, so to move in there, I have to take a morale check?
No, they passed their morale check. They had enough movement I'm presuming they had enough movement to move in there, right?
And they can change their facing.
Nope, they face the same way they
They're in general order.
advanced. They're in general order, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
they're in general order,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Okay, now we've got this other one.
All right, so this one is, once again, I don't need to make a morale check. You're going to make a morale check. You've got a -6 for attacking across the rubble wall.
Here we go. 16, they're going to fail.
16. So, yeah, they're going to fail. So even though you had like +9 on the odds, because it's 4-1, but you had a -6, so just a +3. I mean, unless they've got a really good morale.
Yeah. Let's see how
They'd have to have a
this.
23 morale or something like that.
Okay, I think we'll go disorder.
Yeah.
So they'll go 1, 2. I'll do it that way.
Well, they can't really do that because remember, it's about terrain costs. So they're going to go over the terrain that is the easiest for them to move across. So moving across that stream costs +2, right? Or +1. So
Well,
they
have to
would
move away.
go instead over. They would stay on clear terrain, right? So they could move. I mean, they're here. They could move here, or they could move here, and then out, right? So they'd move over somebody to get out. But they wouldn't go
Well,
that
I'm
way
thinking
just
that
because
Why wouldn't they go with the skirmishers
um,
first?
because they can't end up stacked with the skirmishers, and they
They're
can't
not
move
gonna-
anywhere else, right?
I-
Because of the little stream there. So they have to go over the terrain that is
Well,
more that is
The problem with going over this is it's in a zone of control of yours.
well. Then
going
he would
over
move
the
on
6
top of the
spot.
guy that's disordered, and then they would both route, and then they could move over this guy, and then they would be clear to complete their route movement.
I think you're once again orchestrating this in such a way that it's maximum.
Well, so here's the rules,
I
right?
don't
Here's the
understand why you
priority,
can't
right?
go- Can't
Retreating
why
must move through the most economical terrain, that is the lowest point cost possible. So
Yeah.
that's the second priority on the list.
I have my option here to go here. I can't go there.
No, you can't go there because you can't end up stacked with the skirmisher, and you can't move any further.
I'm stacked up. Why can't I'm stacked with a guy here?
Yes, and then you're both
I can't
going
be stacked with
to.
that guy because I don't have a leader.
Yeah, but at least
So I
you.
can't be stacked with either one of them.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the problem. You didn't give yourself any ability, any clear terrain. You packed everybody right in behind each other.
Yeah, but I mean,
So if something
what
fails,
I'm
it's
saying
going to
is-
it's going to
So
cascade.
what I'm saying is, it's not necessary to go here. It's not any more necessary to go here than it is to go here, Eric. I can go to either one of them, and then from there, I can go across.
So he's got to
run
go.
across
He's
this
got to
creek.
use 2 movement points, correct? He's got to move his retreat movement, right? So he can't move into this hex or this hex or this hex because of the terrain cost.
Doesn't he have to move further away?
He does have to move further away, but he doesn't
Okay,
have the
that's
movement.
not-
So
that's not
Albert,
satisfied by
Albert,
going here.
so have him move him here. So he would go here, 1, 2.
But he cannot go there. Okay. I would say he couldn't go there because that's a zone of control, but I'll do that.
Well, it's not a zone of control because you've got your own unit there, right?
Okay, I can see how that would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that, and I'll make a check for him. Okay. Let's see.
So he's
35.
got a 25.
He passed.
No, I don't think so. So
It's even.
he's half dead.
Is it
So he's got a -6. And disordered stacked with good order is -6. So he's got a -12. So unless
So
he
he
is
is
someone terribly brilliant, he's also going to disorder.
All right. We'll push it back here. I assume it's not double jeopardy. These guys don't
It's
have
not
to-
double jeopardy. That would get ridiculous. That would be like what happened to poor John at Moscow.
All right. Okay, that's it. That's it for us.
Okay. All right. So now let's see if the other guys are what they're up to. Whoops. Gotta find the right box. We'll go down to their game room and see what they're doing. Hello, gentlemen.
There he is.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, we're
Good.
trying to figure out the retreat before combat for the
So my
trillier.
rules say that if you have to have a movement greater than the person who's assaulting you, which that wouldn't be the case.
Okay,
Because we're
so
both 7.
so retreat before combat.
No, you may always retreat for
Trilliers may
infantry
always retreat before infantry combat if their movement potential is greater than the movement values of the assaulting units, or if the enemy unit is not also in Trillier order.
So he's not also in Trillier order, which means you can retreat them.
All right. Now the next thing we were wondering. Okay, so it's a +3 to get into
Wait.
the first square. So let's. I don't know if you're looking at the map, but okay. So the one here.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
So it's 4 to there, and then they just keep going like that, or is that?
You can only use half your movement potential.
So who retreated first?
So I retreated these.
So which one
guys.
did you guys do first?
So this one up at by the river there. I said, okay, I'll retreat before combat. It would be 4 to go here and 1 to go here would be 5. But I can only move half my movement.
Okay, so
If I
give me a
move
second.
more than half my movement.
Okay, so
And I don't think I can, but must stop in the first hex free of enemy zones of influence, and must stop in the first hex free of enemy zone and
so
or other.
so here's the question. So why is this guy over here?
That's the guy I was going to retreat next, and I was going to retreat him.
Okay, so
Here,
he's
but
still
I
here.
can't. Yeah, but I can't do that.
Why not?
Because that's an enemy zone. You can't do it.
There's a zone of influence right here.
Oh, okay. So then he would move here, right? And then he could move there. And then he would have to move there.
Yes, but the thing is, the whole question is, what happens if you move your full movement instead of half?
Well, then we have to take a look and see what exciting stuff it says. Whether you're just
Trillier
marked.
that uses greater than 1/2 its movement potential conducting a retreat before combat is marked with a blank counter signifying that it may not move in its next turn.
Yeah, so you move it
okay.
there and you mark it with a blank counter, so that way it's not, you can't move it the next turn.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we can just do that then. So both of these would have blank counters on them.
Yes,
guys
because
would
they
be-
both would have moved. Because this guy would, to go from there, that's 4, 5. So he's used up all his movement getting over there. So
But what about? I mean, he would have ended up with at half his movement right here, right?
yeah,
No, more than half. It'd been 5. His movement's 7. Because to go over the wall is
it's
You
plus
got
2,
walls
I think,
plus-
right?
+3. So that
Oh,
would
the
be
flesh
4.
wall, yes, it's plus 3. So it costs 4 to move there.
5. So you would have a blank marker on top.
Yeah. So just use the little bullseye ones, the little dots.
Maneuver. So then under maneuvers.
I think we were just using like game markers. So the one that looks like secret die roll. Yeah.
Okay. Secret die roll. There we go. All right, we resolved that.
Okay, so then now if this guy could advance, he'd have to consolidate into that hex. And then if this guy wants to advance, he's got to make a morale check.
Right. I do not wish to advance either. Oh, that's right. That one doesn't have to make a morale check, but he would have to consolidate.
Correct.
Do I want to do that or not?
Okay. And then it looks like you got one more assault somewhere down there.
Yep. The rest of my
Oh,
rolls
yeah.
were crappy.
So you got 5 increments there, and yeah, I'll just retreat before combat there too. But I'll just retreat 1 back here.
Yeah, so if he wants to advance, he'd have to make a morale check.
Oops, what did I just do?
No, he's just going to stay there. All right. Now what the heck's going on the rest of the part of it? What happened on Al's side there?
He took 1 hex. He took out the 1 set of guns, and then he had a whole bunch of other stuff that kind of disordered as a result of fire, as well as failed pre and melee morale checks. So now we're ready to do the stuff on your side.
And the cavalry was able to jump into the wizards
And was able to swim across the river
to safety. And involuntary movement. Somehow, for some reason, they get to go across and nobody else can.
They can when it's involuntary movement, not any other time though.
They should have taken some losses doing that, though.
But they weren't in
But
your
I
zone
know-
of control, so or your ZOC, so they wouldn't have taken.
Well, it's
Now, when we
involuntary
play
movement.
Leipzig and we blow the bridges, then that's a different story. All right,
Well,
so
they were-
David, we
they
haven't done
were-
any firing down here.
All right. Where do we
So we can start here and then work our
Okay.
way down.
Yep.
So I'll have this chap and this guy combine here. So that's going to get me...
Well, wait. How's that? How's he doing that?
He's in general order, so he can fire out of any of these hexes.
How did this? There was a guy here.
Oh, he
Guys,
he got
well, that's
he
fine.
got disordered.
He got
Yeah,
disordered
but-
when I retreated over him.
Oh, so you didn't fire on him at all?
No, I didn't.
It's the only way I could get out.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so here, so I will have 15 plus another 6. I'll have 21 to 6. So that's going to be, I
Now,
don't know
why
what,
don't I
3
get
to
the
1
remote bonus
shifted.
for across
yeah.
the rubble wall? You're still.
What's the question?
Still never figured that one out.
So 3 to 1. 25 is a hit on that chap right there. All right, and you can fire back at me.
I'm
So
sure
you're
it's
6 to
greater
18.
than
It's a 1 to 3 shot.
Yeah. So, see if I can get lucky again. I did. No.
Nope. All right. So then we've got all of our shooting down the line. So we'll have this guy here. Oops. So he's got. Let me
Which
just
guy
double
where?
check his fire. times 3. So I will have a 2-to-1 shot on you here. And that's a miss.
Guy's firing.
This guy's firing here. And this guy's firing here. And this guy's firing here.
Wait a minute. That guy can't fire there.
Who can't?
This?
He's in line, and because this guy's on my flank, I have a refused line. So it's, imagine me being diagonal across here.
Oh,
This is a
God.
front hex side. So I can fire through a front hex side. So I just fired at you. I rolled an exciting 15, which missed you. So you can take a shot at me now.
And so I'm 12 against 9. Plus 6 because I'm firing in flank.
Well, it's not flank. It's not flank. It's refused flank.
No.
So it's just a whatever. Is he 5 or has he got 6 factors?
Got 6. They're 12.
Yeah, so it's going to be 6 to 9. 1 to 1 and a half.
I got 2.
Oh, yeah, this other chap. Okay. So it's 12 to 9. 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
And that's a hit. Okay. All right. We'll fire here. This is a 2-to-1 shot. And that is a hit. And that's his first hit, I believe.
Yep. And I got 6 against your 9. 1 to 1.5. And I'll take my morale. 61.
And that's a hit.
All right, I'll take my morale check. 5. See how lucky we got.
24. And I will take my morale check. And I pass. All right, then I've got here another 2-to-1 on that chap. And that's a hit. And that's their first hit as well.
Data analysis shows too many variables.
And I'm going to combine both of mine on your artillery one there.
How can you do that? You can only fire at the guy that you've declared an assault on.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And okay.
So it's a 1 to 1.5.
Yeah.
And that's a miss. All right, make your morale check.
Morale check. Bing. Ooh,
And he's going to disorder. All right, and then last but not least, I'll fire here. So this guy's got 6, and this is another 6, and then this is 12. It's going to be 24 to 6, 4 to 1, shifted to 5 to 1 for canister. 55 at 5 to 1 is 2 hits. And he's going to disorder.
I kept doing that on the other side too. I didn't get any luckier on this side.
It's tough with those guys, with our troops.
All right.
And I guess you got some defensive fire right here.
I do. So that's going to be a 2 to 1 shifted to, what is it, 2.5 to 1 for canister.
Yeah.
And that's a miss. And then I don't think we got anybody else that's adjacent.
No, just looking.
All right, are we ready for our Assaults. Which one do you want to do first?
Well, we'll start at the left here, and that one there,
Okay, so
which I'm sure is going to be another shitty thing. So I'm 22.
well, let's see. I've got what?
11th of 22.
You've got 9 increments, and I've got, well, I'm what halved there. So I would have what? 3.5. So that's going to be a 2 to 1. So no pluses, no minuses. Do I yield? I will withdraw. Where can I go? I can just pivot right there and just. All right, if you want to occupy the hex, you would need to make your roll with a -6 for going across the rubble wall. Or you could just stay there. 34 becomes a 24.
Oh, he failed.
Yeah, so he's going to disorder.
26.
Mm.
Order. Not this guy. 34.
So
Disorder.
he's got a minus. That's going to be a 24. He might have a decent morale.
Well,
Nope.
there it is. Okay. All right.
All right, who's next?
And do that one next, I guess. So he is 8.
Which one are you doing?
This one.
Okay, so you've got 8 to 6, so it's a 1 to 1. So for me, there's no pluses or minuses other than I took a hit. So I'll have a -3 on my check. And that's enough for me to disorder. Okay, so he's going to go back 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And I gotta pass a morale check to go in there.
No, because I failed my pre-melee morale check. You can advance into that hex, I believe, without having to make a morale check. It's only with the skirmishers that retreat before combat, or other units that retreat before combat, where you might have. Well, it's only particularly with skirmishers that retreat before combat where you have that as an issue.
Oh, okay.
So assaulting units may advance into a hex vacated by reactive units that failed their pre-melee morale check. They may not, however, initiate a second melee. If all defending units in the hex fail their pre-melee morale check, the assaulting units do not make this check themselves. Likewise, an empty hex that was marked for an assault that became empty due to offensive fire or disorder can be advanced into. So, all right.
Next one.
All right, so now, because my guy vacated, you are hitting me in the flank. I don't have a refused flank anymore because the other guy ran away. So I will have a -12 on my morale check. And you'll have a +12. So, nope, he's going to disorder also. So we will go back. Let me lasso him. 1, 2, 3.
Good work.
All right.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So let's see. I guess we're at the end of this part. So now
Yep.
roll for PGDs, right? I got a
Correct.
couple out here.
So you have more than a few that have piled up around here. So where do you want to start first?
All right, down here. I'll do the one at the bottom here.
Okay.
Point rock nits and whatever. No, 51. That might. Who is that? That's the cavalry. And that
Oh, I'm sure they recovered.
Yep, I think they be good. And yeah, 24. Idiot. And while I'm here, I'm going to just take that tired marker off there too.
Yeah.
That. All right, so there's one over to the left there, sitting in the middle of nowhere. This guy here. And he continues. What is that? That's just another bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so next one up.
Okay.
Boom, 4. Yeah, I'm sure he. Yep, he
Oh
continues.
yeah, he's half dead as well. So
5. And this one here. Boom. He continues. He's a 5. Yep. This one here. And boom. There we go.
so he's got a -3. That's going to be a 33. Minus 12, I should say. So he.
Let's see what he is. He is a 41. So
He's going to keep running.
5. And last but not least, here. 34.
Yeah, he's going to keep running as well.
1, 2, 5. Okay. I think that's all the routed ones. You got any routed ones over there? Yeah, there's
Yeah, Albert's got a few.
Okay, I'm going to do my. Have you done yours? All yours, David?
He's done his routed.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do the one down in Dulcichin. Down. Way
Oh
down
yeah,
in
that
the
poor guy. Oh
15.
no, he's still gonna.
He just doesn't want to. He didn't want to budge.
They found a nice wine cellar.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not routed. They're recalcitrant. Okay, then I'll try this. These guys here, Grinzers.
Nope,
24.
they're gonna keep running.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, these next guys were half dead.
Yeah, they'll have a -12.
44.
That's gonna be a 14. No, that'll be a 24. I doubt that they're that good.
And they're not that good. Okay, so they'll go back. So let's take that 1. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to there. All right, the next guys up will be the 10, 5.
Okay. Nope, they're going to
22.
keep running.
Five, okay. And finally, these guys that are tucked away in here, the Grinzers. Finally, somebody is back. Hey, you want to do your disorders?
Okay.
Why don't we do yours since we're in the neighborhood, Albert?
All right, we can do that.
Okay. All right, I'll go up to the guns, or the 7-5, the disordered.
Yep, so he's got a -9 plus whatever Mesco might add. 43, 33, 20.
6
Probably.
Yeah.
plus Mesco.
Okay, he's a 23.
Oh, yeah, he passes.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Don't really count on these guys much. Okay, other disordered guys. So here we have one right next to him, kind of
Yep.
a 10-5.
Oh, they're
He's
happy.
back. Good, that's the guy. I wanted him back. All right. Now down just by the redoubt here, got another 10-5.
Yep.
23.
He's
I
going to
don't think so.
disorder.
Or he's going to route.
Or route, yeah. So he already moved 2, so he'd move 3 more.
All right. And got this disorder across the
Yep,
creek.
that chap there. 42, it's going to be a
probably okay.
36.
What is he?
33.
He's okay.
He's happy.
Oh, it's good to get him back. All right. Now these two, and the 9-5 here.
Okay.
And David, did you do your 6-5? You want?
Nope, he hasn't rolled for it yet.
Okay. Well, I don't want to roll. Don't want to route over him. So, I guess either way, I'll roll. What do you want to do, David? You want to do him first, or does it matter? I've got some disordered. Maybe this is disordered.
They were both. I mean, they kind of all got disordered from the same event, right? But
Yeah.
They were continuing whatever. So I'll roll for him. Yeah, he continues.
So he's going to route.
Right? He routes.
Yeah.
He goes 3.
He only goes 3 more, or does
Yeah,
he go?
Yeah,
he
because he
only
moved
did
2,
2.
so he would move his full movement of 5. So just 3 more.
Okay. Now I'll do this other guy.
And he's going to
14, he's
route.
definitely didn't like it. One, 2, 3. Okay. Now these artillery people back here. Okay. Yeah,
Just roll your dice. See what. Wow, that guy's.
he doesn't like it.
Yeah. So he's going to route.
Boy, they don't come back very easily. 1, 2. Come on. Can't get him to. Man, my mouse is not working. Okay.
There's medicine for that, Albert.
All right, now this other guy. Man.
Okay, roll your
Okay, I
dice. See what you
deleted
get.
him. I deleted him. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see
Back
him.
to there. I need to get
Okay.
a clue drawn for him. All right, and let's see if one of them can make it.
There you go.
All right.
All
Boy.
right, and it looks like, David, you've got a bunch of disordered guys to roll for.
Yep. So we'll start with this guy here. Bam.
Yep, he's going to rout. So he'll move 3 more.
1, 2, 3. And now this guy. Boy,
25, yep, he's going to rout.
this guy.
Oh, you need to move the unit with him.
Oh, yeah. Guy.
42. It's going to be, what, a 35? They're probably, I mean,
I think he might.
they're the Hungarians. Yeah, they should be fine.
23, yeah. All right, so that comes off. I later one up. Jeez. Of course, now I'm going to probably get this other one. And
It's Murphy's Law.
yeah. All right.
Huh?
Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Is that it? Papa needs a new
Yeah.
pair of boots, marching boots.
All right, so those two. So I think that's the disorders for this side.
Now you got some Prussians that are disordered from the looks of things.
Headed over there.
Oh, and some Russians too.
Yep.
It's a smorgasbord.
So we'll start with this guy right here, and
Yep. His odds weren't all that good to begin with. He's half dead.
yeah, he's landwehr.
Yeah.
Landwehr.
4, 5. No, he can't.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough to make it over the
So he
swamp.
stops there.
Yep.
Okay. Check this. Actually, I probably should have gone across first and then down. I guess. Nope. That one continues too. 1, 2. Let's see.
Yeah, you could just park him right there.
Yeah. 6. And let's see. This guy here.
So he's got a -9. So that's going to knock it down to like a 15. I don't think he's going to pass.
26. Now he just
Where was he at previously?
he was up here.
Oh, he was over there? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just move him back like another. I mean, if he's moved half, you'd move him the remaining half, I guess. Yeah.
There. And this guy here.
He's got a -9 as well. Oh, he's going to rout. I don't think John's going to want to come back. You've destroyed his command.
Oh, nobody's under him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. And here.
It's the same thing, a -9, 31. Maybe the leader adds something in, but you're going to get a 14.
24.
Yeah.
And 3
Yeah,
for
he
the
doesn't have
leader.
enough.
Not quite.
does his leader have to continue with him?
Yeah, they're swept along with it.
Because he already disordered back to there with it.
Right. So next turn, you could move him, but right now he's traveling along with the troops.
All right, I think that's all the disorders.
You got one more guy down in Grossa Garden.
Oh, yes, there is. Okay.
He's half dead too.
And
Oh.
there's a chance.
There you go. Well, with a -9, 51, 41, 34.
33.
33, just did it.
Made it
They
back.
must have told him that the queen was watching. Somehow got him motivated.
All right.
All right, exciting stuff. So a little bit of pushing here and there. Albert had some success over on one side of the world, and sort of a little bit of a mixed bag. He actually got the old guard to disorder.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the 2nd Grenadiers.
Oh, I see them there.
Yep. Well, you know,
No, you have
the odds
one
were in his
increment
favor.
left.
Yep, there's only one increment left. They're going to
Ah.
bravely serve the Emperor.
Yeah,
They're the special suicide squad.
I'm going to go refill a drink here. I will be back in a moment.
Okay. All right.
Well-
So Albert, you had those guys. You've already taken care of your cavalry. Okay. So all right. Well, that's easy to sort out.
We'll tie kegs of gunpowder to their backs and then have them run, and sharpshooters will.
That's it. The
Before
special.
there were explosive vests, what you do, like hold a candle and a fuse and run.
All right. So we go back up to the cup, I guess, and see what we get. Oh, it's Grand Battery time.
Oh,
okay.
So I was really hoping to get the leader movement first, but oh well. Well, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can just do a little bit of bowling here. So we'll have
Are you
this
gonna-
chap here. Yeah, I'll just do this one here. So this
Which
guy's
one?
gonna. I'll do the Grand Battery that's down here with.
Okay,
With-
not back.
Yeah,
at the garden.
down at the garden.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go. This guy's just gonna fire right down the line this way. So he's got 2 to 1 on this chap. And that's a miss. And then we kind of go bowling beyond it. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 1 to 1 with a -6. And that's a miss. All right. And then Dro is going to fire here. And kind of just go bowling down the line that way. So on this unit here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be a 1 to 1 with a +6. And that's a miss. And then we go bowling, a 1 to 1, no pluses, no minuses. And that's a miss. All right. Not much excitement there. All right. What do you want to drop bombs on, Mr. Bond?
So the battery across the river is not considered a grand
It's
battery.
not. Yeah, we don't have, we'd have to move Napoleon or somebody else over there. So
Ooh,
it's
that's
certainly an
reserved.
exciting battery, but it's not a grand battery.
Which reminds me, I forgot I had some artillery I was going to shoot that last turn.
Oh, you did. You had Russian artillery.
Well,
Well, I don't know what
You
you
guys get
can
ready.
hit because
Yeah.
what are you shooting
No,
at?
actually, I was going to over here in the middle. These two guns were going to shoot at your redoubt. So
Oh, okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got 18 to 20. So it's a 1-to-1.
no, both of them combined. That is an artillery officer there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's 18 to 20 because you're at long range.
I saw the 18 on the thing, and I saw. Never mind.
Yeah.
18. So yes.
Yeah. So it's just a 1-to-1.
So that just suppresses it.
Yeah, that just suppresses them. All right, let's find a little I'm feeling suppressed marker. Okay. All right. Now we can do the bastions.
Okay. So this one
Yeah.
will shoot at these guys.
Okay, see if you're on target. Nope,
Three.
you're a little off. Roll another die and see where it lands. 2.
2.
So if this is 1, that's 2. So you've got 8 to 14.
8 to 14.
1 to 2.5. Nope, that's a miss.
And then we have this bastion here.
Yep.
Go out.
Try to kill this guy. Guaranteed to.
This one?
Yep, if you hit him, we can permanently remove him, scratch him. So just a straight up 1-to-1 shot with a +6.
I was trying to run him out of there. So
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I'm like, yeah, let's hit him before he can get away.
Yeah, it's 14. Okay, 1-to-1 with a +6. Here we go.
Hey, that's a 56. That's a hit.
They are a former unit now.
They are now a former unit, indeed. They've gone off to Valhalla with all of their other little Prussian friends.
Gone to Silesia.
Yes, well.
Yeah, Silesia in the sky.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's heaven. I don't. From
That's
what
a
I've heard
lower
about
part of
Silesia, they probably want to go somewhere else.
That's a swampy part.
Ooh.
are they part of Wittgenstein's reserve? Right?
They should be. They are with Kleist. They are with the left wing reserve. Is that correct?
I don't know.
I don't think they're Wittgenstein. Wittgenstein is all the Russians. Yeah, I think it's Kleist because Kleist is their corps commander. All right.
Going over on the right side of the battlefield when they're the left wing reserve.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the chart, and it's called the left wing reserve. Yeah, so maybe at one point in time, they were.
They've just got a very narrow front.
Yeah. Well, they're part of the Army of the Reserve. Yeah, so.
All right, so the left wing of the reserve and the right wing of the reserves are the Russians. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's left and right. There we go.
Yep. There's no center. At least not there right now. Okay, cool. Then I've got some bombs to drop. So from the Jupiter, I will target this guy here. I think I can get him right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. So I'll see if I'm on target. I am not. Let's see what I hit instead. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I hit that guy. So it's a 1-to-1 with a +1, and that's a miss. All right, and then we have Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte himself. We'll drop a bomb here on Bianchi. So it's a 1-to-1 with a +12. 64. That is a palpable hit. And they need to make a morale check. I think that's their first hit. They're going to disorder.
25, and what's DC 3? 25, so they're at, yep, didn't make it. Order. What is All right, he's on there, but I like it that the disorder disappears.
All right, let's see. We move on over here. We've got, what is this? Saturn Battalion or Battery? Let's see. We'll drop a bomb on Guy Lau. See if we can inconvenience him slightly. So let's see if we're on target. I got a 2 modifier. So yep, that's on target. So it's going to be a 1-to-1 with a +2. And that's a miss. All right, and let's see who else we can target. We've got this chap. We're going to try to hit Wolfenwitz. So let's see if we're on target. We are. So it's a 1-to-1 with a +3. And that's a miss. And finally, we've got the soul. We'll see if we can hit, what's a good stack? This stack here, I guess. So we'll see if we're on target. We are not on target. Let's see what we hit instead. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Empty terrain. Okay, that was it for our grand battery stuff. Back up to the cup of fate. The fickle finger of fate. You guys get to pull. Oh, we get to go again, Robert. And again. And again. Oh, they get to go. Reinforcements.
Reinforcements.
Okay, so there's lots of stuff moving here, I'm sure.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys start. So Robert, you keep it on, everybody. I just gotta hit the head here real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna start over here on the very right.
1.
What, by Sablets, or where are you going to be?
Way over here, the Moo number 13. Yep. Yeah, he's north of Sedlitz.
Oh, yeah, I see.
That line there. And I got to keep everybody and thing. So about the most I can move is 12, it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Just 12. Right. All right.
Oh, shoot.
Albert's got everybody moving up at a breakneck pace.
Forts or anything.
And while they're on the road, they basically move as
They
with the
move
slower-
as fast as the slowest unit that's there. So, for example, if you got artillery with a movement of 6, the guys can only move forward, if they're on road, 12.
Well, right.
Right. So
that's-
even if they got a movement of 8 or 10 or something like that, they would be limited by the artillery. And everything's got to stay connected.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will be. All right. So the guys, that one's they're done.
So that number 12 that you moved?
That was 13.
13. Oh, okay.
All right. Now I'm going to 15. What's the slowest one there? Well, that slowest one there is a 10.
On 15? No,
Yeah.
they've got
Horse artillery.
They've got horse
8.
artillery, which is 8. Yeah,
Where's the horse?
it's down at the
Way in
end
the
of the
back.
column. Down at the end here by Prolis,
Okay.
right?
Yep, got
Yeah.
it. All right. So 16 on the road. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Keep going. 14, 15, 16. So the next to Gruna.
So you just kind of lasso everybody and kind
Yeah.
of move them up and sort them out. Do 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 do.
So must be something missing here. Bring up the rear. There we go. Okay. 15's done. Columns of troops streaming in. All right, where's 14? 14 is there. And okay, so 14 and 12 are going to the same place. So I want the cavalry to go first. So 8, 16. Where are they going? They're going right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So they can't go that far because I could charge them with my cavalry that's here.
You can't charge into a.
No, if I could, because they're
When
They're-
did those move there?
they move there in my turn. I purposely moved them there to spoil your administrative march. So the idea is that if I could charge you and intercept any part of your guys, that would cancel the administrative march. So
What
it
point
would
does
go.
it cancel?
What's that?
What point does it cancel it?
So that's what I would calculate right now. So we would know where you would stop.
Yeah,
So
I don't know how you move those because I did not see those move. And
so they are part of they were out here, right? And they were part of this cavalry corps. So they moved
right,
out there. You didn't have any, your cavalry weren't here at the time. They moved out here
that was,
in
but
the
this
last
one
turn.
was.
Who
This one
was?
was.
Yeah, so
This
what? I
one
didn't
was.
charge. It's not a charge. It's just normal
Yeah, but I
movement.
mean, I'm just telling you, I didn't even realize those were your units sitting out there because I could have done things on this turn and charged into them and whatever and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I have, cavalry here. We've got cavalry here. We've got cavalry here that could have charged them.
Well, this cavalry couldn't charge them. The headquarters cavalry can't charge. It can't initiate a charge. It could reaction charge, but it can't initiate a charge
Why not?
because it's part of the headquarters escorts. It's not. It's not designed for.
Well, the other two could have.
Yeah, the other guys could have.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. How did you even get there? All right.
Because I have. It's like cavalry. They move at a movement of 14.
I know they do that, but I'm trying to either you move them and I and maybe I don't know, you moved them last turn and I did not see that movement. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. They moved there during my movement phase earlier
I
in
was
the
not
in the
aware
turn.
of those. You weren't either. I wasn't. I don't know what I was doing, but you weren't explicitly paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to say, "Oh, geez." All right.
So if I could hit anything that's here, given the terrain constraints, right? So anything from here back is all within reach. Oh, actually, I could go further because I get a charge bonus. So I could get out this far.
So you say what this far?
Yeah. So basically, you'd have to stop when you got right here. If you cross the bridge this way or this way, they would.
All right, that's the end of that move. Number 9 there is 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. So 16. And they're going there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good? Or can you charge there too?
Let's see. So these guys actually, I gotta. So 1, 2. So they could be. So if we're thinking about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I could easily get here. Now I just have to read the rule on, because normally if you have a screen that would block me, that would stop it. But now I'm just wondering with those other units if that counts for being able to like intercept the charge. So let me check here real quick.
you have a path in between the other two that would not be able to intercept you.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the
The other one.
question of is it
This
just the
group.
fact that you could charge me, countercharge me, or how's it work? So any administrative march is immediately canceled the moment any part of it enters the movement radius of an enemy unit, that is, if an enemy unit can move during the next movement segment and either assault or charge a portion of the administrative march. Note that a screen of friendly units or impassable or restrictive terrain may suffice to prevent this. So you don't really have a screen. I would be able to move, in between those. So, so you would
14, but on
1,
9,
2,
I
3,
have
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I mean, I could get, out over here. So you could get that far.
here. They can do reaction charge,
Right, but it's saying a screen. So a screen would be like impassable terrain, or you've got so say you had a line of units across here, right? So you had 4 units across there, or these guys were in line or something. That would be a screen of units that would prevent me from going through. But just having units that could potentially countercharge me, that's not sufficient to prevent it.
So what? Here?
Yeah,
Where?
right there. Yeah, right there is fine. Oh, you can't go that far anyway, though, can you?
Yeah, that was 16.
I know, but you've
I had
got units
16
that
where
are slower, right?
No, the slowest one I see is an 8.
But what
I
about
can't
these guys here?
I-
Oh, yeah, they're not on the map yet. So potentially,
There's only one, and I didn't. And I'm even that where you have me going to is
yeah.
in their range. So
Anybody there?
We're still here. We're watching the excitement of road column markers being plunked down on things.
Reinforcement. Definitely a highlight of any game of La Bataille is road movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rule of the interrupting the administrative march is a BS rule, I think. But it is what it is.
Yes, it
so
is.
that was the last one, right?
Yep.
There's only. Yep. Okay.
All right. So, Robert, I'm moving stuff up the road. I've already marked out 12 hexes, so we'll just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For us, at least, it's just a straight shot where we need to go.
One road, yeah.
Yeah. One road to rule them all. and we get reinforcements as well.
There's still
Yep, and there's still more stuff that hasn't come on.
Voltigeurs
Yeah.
and artillery that
Yep.
hasn't come on yet.
Yep.
Interesting. 320.
Yeah, there's more. I don't know what that group is. I think it's the more Young Guard, I think. It comes on at 320.
Yes.
Yeah. We just need to get the pontoon boats going. Yeah, so I think that group that's there at 320,
Have to
they
come in.
are, yeah, so there's just the first little elements of them can kind of sneak onto the map.
So now are both those move? I take those moves off those affected units, right?
Correct.
Oh, I had one more move down here that never got moved. Damn it!
Who's
Go
that?
ahead.
The cavalry unit, they passed their cavalry thing, the one down by Rosnitz.
Oh, go
Go
ahead and
ahead,
move them. Right, those are the guys that are like Moo number 4 or something.
Number 2 down there.
Oh, okay.
It's just 3 of them. It's not the whole thing.
No, the Guard Hussars. Wow.
No, they're pretty units too. That's with Chernev. Yep, I see them. Yeah, go ahead and move them.
I was trying to get the 3 of them. I mean, they would what is it?
Ottoman Cossack regiment. Look at all this stuff you have off the board too. All that heavy horse guards, chevalier guards.
Yeah, I can't activate them yet.
So it's just, I don't know. There's just going to be a lot of horses all over everywhere.
Yeah, there's a fella. Who is it? I don't know if you guys follow him on Facebook. His name is Nathan. He's from Australia, and he's got he plays different games, but he had done this particular game, I think, maybe a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, and so I think he got to the point right about now is when he kind of quit. So he's just like, you know, it's you know, it was a little bit too much there for for him to kind of keep track of.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing this with solitaire.
Yeah, he was playing it solitaire.
Didn't you?
I played it solitaire, but I packed it up before we got to this point. I think I packed it up, and it wasn't because of anything in particular. I just I needed to kind of clear the table, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a monster game.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Now it
Yeah.
would have been interesting if they had, if they'd had like a scenario where it's this part of the battle, but victory conditions, are everything before 3 o'clock. So you'd say, okay, well, have the Allies done this or have the French done that or something, you know. So that way you weren't playing, because I mean this scenario goes until what, 10 o'clock at night or something, or 8 o'clock at night, or I don't know what. It's a really friggin' long scenario.
It was like to 8:30, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
the conclusion of the 8:20 turn. So it started at 6 a.m.
We were
So,
another 5 hours.
and here we are at 3:20. So we've got another 15 turns. No, is that right?
At
No,
least,
another
yeah.
18 turns. No, 15 turns. So another
Yeah.
5 hours. So
Ah,
yeah, another 15
no
turns.
problem.
Oh, another half a year, right?
No problem. No
Well, we
problem.
might call it before that, depending on how things look.
Yeah.
So
On move number 12, the other one, he didn't come in range because he actually was. I moved 14 first,
yep. So
and
he's kind of
still at.
stuck there. So there's
He's
a
stuck.
possibility that if you were able to put up a screen or something like that, um, that would then shield those guys. Then you could exercise that administrative march. So just me being in proximity to the little marker, that doesn't matter. I've got to be able to intercept actual units, because this was what had come up. Albert was asking about that with like the guard that was marching in. What's going on with them, type of a thing. So speaking of which, that's number 14. Where is there's number 14. Okay, so we've got all of our reinforcements. So you guys have done all of your reinforcements.
I think we've done all.
So
I
now
think
we
it's
can go
probably a
back
good
up to the
spot.
cup. Well,
I
all
think
we've
it's a
got
good
left is
spot.
just leaders and regroup.
Yeah, we've got at least another half hour though.
No, come on.
So-
Let's
Oh.
brass it out. Let's get it done here.
I
That
know,
way we
I'm
can
ready to
start
bail.
fresh. Oh, right. So it's leader movement.
Yeah, it'll be 11 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and move my stuff. Okay.
Right. I get the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So we're moving
Well,
any
I mean,
leaders.
you
So
know.
if you got any leaders, you can go ahead and move them. Robert.
Yes. I don't have any leaders to move.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, I got this one group of leaders down here that are heading for Schwarzenberg or wherever.
Okay. Wherever that might be.
This is a 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's Schwarzenberg right there, isn't it? Yes. And this one is 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, I was wondering when you would remember to do that.
Okay. I don't see anything. All right. What do we got with leaders going on the other side here? Did Al leave? Al left.
I think so.
All right. I don't even know what to do with the leaders over here. Okay, so who is not? Okay, we got this guy over here. Von Lehman is not, and he needs to be Barclay de Tolly.
Right, so if you move him, that's going to create a stacking violation. You're going to have to make a morale check for those units with a -6.
All right, then I'm just gonna leave it. Let him.
Yeah, which is why John left him there. He didn't.
Right now, is Barclay himself serving any other purpose other than with Kleist?
So Kleist is happy, but Tippelkirch is not. So Kleist can move back and join this group of units here, this brigade that he's in command of. But Tippelkirch blew his role again.
All right, so Kleist can move where?
He would move down to these Prussian units that are in the Grossgarten. So these guys that he's gotten square down here.
All right, but I can also. Now, is there any reason I wouldn't want to move Barclay de Tolly and Tippelkirch down to the other stack?
No, I mean, you could move them if you want to. They're not really doing anything per se with
Activations or anything
with
like
the
that.
formations or anything like that.
Yeah. So, and the cavalry then has to be in the hex.
So the cavalry would be adjacent to him. So you can move them down and stack them and then just put the cavalry like behind. So the cavalry is, well, you know, like with Napoleon, he's got his little escort guys. In theory, they're supposed to be, you know, in the hex behind him kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we're that old cop sitting out there is should he be?
He is an ADC, so you know you could put him anywhere you want him to, but he would fill in for I think a wounded divisional leader or something like that. So unless you need to use him for something, there's no point.
Just keep him out there.
Yeah.
And
And it looks like Roth needs to be stacked with someone, provided you want to actually do something with his units.
Not sure why he was separated there. That and Wittgenstein himself should be. What should he be doing?
Where's he at? He's down there. So you could, I mean, he's just providing a command point. So I don't really know that he's up to anything else of value at this particular juncture in time.
Now, would he, if he gets activated, now, what would activate him? And
So he'd need to be stacked with Barclay de Tolly at the beginning of the command phase.
Right.
And then he would be active. And then he'd have to stay within 10 of Barclay de Tolly in order to be an active core leader. And then he could activate both Roth and I don't know who this other guy is, Metrov or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it worth him to be going down to join the stack in the Grossgarten? So he gets activated and then he reason to keep his ADC with him?
No. His ADC is, I would just like maybe fill in for a wounded commander or something, or you could use him to help rally some of the guys that are routed.
Right. All right, so I'm going to move him down with the Barclay to Tully stack. Okay. I don't see anything else.
All right. Exciting stuff. So, I moved my leader. Rob, did you have any leaders, or have you already left too?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I don't have any. The two divisional commanders aren't going to move, so.
Okay.
No.
All right, and I don't really have anything else per se. So, we can go then to the regroup shit's the only one that's left. And so then we can do our regroupiness of people that are out of command.
I just have one there, I think, to move. So I'm just going to move that, and then I'm going to get going, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
So I'll just move this down.
My artillery from that artillery shot I fired, so I did that.
All right. Well, see you gentlemen next week.
Indeed.
We'll start another beautiful turn.
Yes, in theory.
In theory. All right. See you guys later.
All right. Be well, Rob.
You too. Bye.
So we have the out of command. Is that next? Is that the last?
Yep. So basically, anybody who's out of command is going to get shuffled around at this point. So, one, two.
And I also want to try and limber that guy. That's a 5 or 6. Nope, fail. Okay. All right. Let's see.
First.
I'm moving this group of out of command ones here to get closer
Okay.
to that readout up there. I mean, I just have to move one, and I'm within command range now of that whole group. That's an officer, so they can stack. Let's change the stacking there. All right. Boy, we got a lot of out of command here stuff, don't we?
Just a little bit.
All right. So the leveled that up there. You are. That's about as far as he can go safely.
Do.
Damn disordered units in the way. Three, four.
Wait, isn't 2R over here?
Yeah, the 2Rs, he started here. Excuse, oh, wrong key. Here.
Yeah.
Or he started in here and he's moving that direction. And this artillery here was all down in here, and once they cleared, they're heading up through here to get out because they go to this guy up here.
Is that a different 2R? Oh, you've got two different sets of 2R.
Yeah, there's a right wing and there's a left wing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at them like, aren't they going the wrong direction? No. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah. So the right wing 2Rs are beachy. 4, 5. Let's see. This guy is, who is he with? That's with the second. That's up there. 1, 2, 3. Right wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, they're not. He can actually go one further because he's not in command. He's not part of a. They haven't got close enough to get. Actually, 1.
So he could only make it that far because this is a steep slope.
Yep, that's what I was just
Yeah.
recounting there. So let's make it that way, just so if I do get them in command, they'll all be in command.
Yeah.
All right. Could do that. Can't move closer.
I emailed you something. Could you print it? Sure. Give me a second. OBS?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I had no idea those were your 2 units sitting down there and those 2 cavalry, because I would have definitely done something, anything I could last turn to at least try and do something with that. I completely missed that when you moved them.
We live streaming or recording a video? Live streaming.
All right, this Prussian over here, where does he go? Gold, red. Okay, so I guess he goes up with the guns up there.
Okay, was that it for
Gross
your
garden.
homework? Okay. Yeah, this guy that's in the Gross Garden, you mean? The Prussian?
Yeah,
He's part of this group that's here in the Gross Garden, so he would just move back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
so that scan of the board here. See anything else? These two units over by Blaswitz. What's with them?
By Blaswitz.
Right side of the right edge of the board.
Oh, those are complete piece of garbage militia. They're part of the they're part of Barclays Tollies, or they're part of somebody's escort,
So
right?
they're stuck now, right?
Yeah, but they are just, I mean, they're not even worth bothering
And
with.
also, this cavalry unit
Yep,
is
it's the
also
same
right.
thing. Yeah, those are Whittingston's escorts, headquarter escorts. So John just left them back there because, they're not really going to do anything worth a darn.
Right.
Um, so
Okay. And the Prussians up here a little further north. Anything I can do there? Who belong? What can I do to help sort this out? Because a bunch are marked out. See where's their office?
so
Okay.
well, he's Tippelkirch is the leader of the guy with the green bands.
Okay, so
So everybody who's got a green band, I mean,
they're either
because
going to move towards
Tippelkirch
the Grossa
is,
Garden or they're going to stay where they are. So I might as well just keep them where they are, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, you could do whatever you like with them,
Yeah.
but technically they're out of command.
Yep. Okay. So, but I'd rather have them over there than Tippelkircher coming back. So.
Yes, provided you get lucky and roll well.
Right. Which hasn't been my forte for the last 2 days.
No, yeah, I mean, Michael certainly got lucky with that
And I got
attack.
I mean, literally every one of his rolls ended up good, and literally just about every one of mine ended up bad. It was
Yeah, it's just the machinations of fate.
machinations of fate, and the fate wasn't with me.
Nope,
All
not
right,
that time.
all right. Is there anything else coming way out of command? All right, so I think there's some that I can mark not out of command anymore. Yes, I believe this is not out of command. just in case the order burn.
All right. Well, did we get everybody sorted out, shoved around?
Yeah, I think just about these guys down here aren't actually out of command, I don't believe, because I think it's just by extension of their. Oh, those are pioneers. Okay. Didn't realize. Yep, I think that's it. I'm sure I've forgotten something, but. Oh, well. Albert has a couple of out of command cavalry units over. One's cavalry.
Yeah,
One's
I'm trying to
over
figure
here.
out. I think
Undelivered.
this guy is part of Hecht, right? And Hecht is up here, and Hecht has got a command radius of 3.
So yeah, he can move within 3 of there. 1, 2, 3. So let's put him there.
Yep.
And that is not no longer out of command. Oops.
You cloned a whole bunch of stuff there.
What I hit, but it. That and then now the out of command the artillery over here. He can roll the limber.
He could roll the limber, yeah. So I think you need a 5 or a 6. Nope.
My luck continues. So. And, all right. I don't see anything else at the moment. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
Indeed, it is what it is. So I will go
move,
ahead
move
and
advance the turn and
yep.
save it.
We will call this the
Now-
end of the 320 turn.
You still got your stream going?
I do. Give me a second here. I will turn that off before everyone is bored to tears.